Hi, and welcome to Closet Conversations. I'm Gianna and we have lots to get into this week. This is episode, I'm gonna say 7. I hope it's 7. Here we go. So what I have for you today is keeping my promises. So I'm going to show you a few Hermes items because we talked about Hermes, especially in the investment episode, which was episode 4. And I did promise to show you in the following episode, but I didn't. So I'm going to do it now. And some Jamaican gifts, actually confessional. One of them hasn't been opened yet, and I'll get into why. And, others are ones that I did for my husband that I found here in my closet. So we got to get them out of the closet. But I'm going to show them to you first. If you're new here, my name is Gianna and I am your closet conversationalist. I put out a video every week. I'm planning to ramp it up sometime soon. But I am a mom of one, a 1-year-old. And he keeps me pretty busy. So I'm aiming to ramp it up, but I haven't yet. So you're still early in on this. I have a whole script, guys, that I've come up with for intros. Of course, it's on this same phone, and I haven't memorized it yet, but I'm going to memorize it by the next episode so that we can get into it. So I can look like this professional YouTuber and all these things, you know? So, what I will say is that if you like it here, please subscribe. We talk about art, fashion, you know, a little of this, a little of that. The conversation continues and we get into other things. And I would love if you'd subscribe, turn on the bell, like, share, comment. Now commenting, let me tell you why commenting is important for me, because I want to deliver the content that you want. So there's stuff going on in here and you'll end up knowing about that. But if it is that there's something that you like more of, I would like to deliver more of it to you because I can. I mean, there's no shortage of anything in here. So, so with that said, please comment, guys. The last few videos, I haven't gotten any comments. Some people WhatsApp comments to me or send me DMs on Instagram. I really wish you'd comment under it so that we can get the conversation going. It's Closet Conversations so that many people can join the conversation. So with that said, I'm going to get into Hermes, right? So as many pieces as I could find is what I pulled out. Now, you know that Hermes is known for their scarves. I don't know if you know, but they're known for their scarves. So people buy the scarves, people collect the scarves, people use them as wall hangings, they frame them for art, all sorts of different things because the scarves are really amazing. So they're not just known for bags, guys. They actually have an entire collection, home, everything, blankets, everything. People tend to buy the blankets and stuff like that, and the other things that are that Hermes is lesser known for, when they're trying to fulfill the requirement. It's not really a requirement, guys, but it's an unspoken requirement, so that they can get offered a bag. Because I don't know if you guys know how it works, right? But I'll explain it to you since we're here. Hermes offers you the chance to get a Birkin or a Kelly, because those are the more popular bags. So what people do is so basically you can't walk into the store and just pick one up. That's not how it works. So you make a relationship with the SA. The SA would be the sales associate. So you make a relationship with the SA and you pick up a few things here, you pick up a few things there. Once you have a minimum $10,000 to $15,000 spend in Hermes, it shows that you like the brand enough, you're loyal enough to the brand, you spent enough money that you can then be offered a bag. And then if you've spent way more than that, you can even be offered a special order bag, which means that you get to pick your hardware, your leather type, your colors, everything like that, right? So, but all of this, you know, is like not necessarily true, right? Because I've been offered a bag and I've not spent anywhere near 10 or 15,000 in an Hermes. They also, like, okay, so they keep a running history of your spend, etc. And it's just, okay, seriously, to me, it's such a pretentious thing, and anything I have to do too much for, I get really annoyed by. I don't think it's luxury anymore. I think it's a pain. Swatch did a similar thing last year with this moon swatch. It wasn't limited edition, but they wouldn't give it to everybody. They ended up giving it to me visiting. You only could buy a certain number of them. I think they allowed me to get 3, but they weren't allowing people even 1. They were telling people they don't have it when they did. They had. And they were telling people they don't have it. They should come back. They should this, they should that. And it was just ridiculous. It was an absolutely ridiculous thing. And I'm not saying that Hermes is the same. It's similar in terms of the hoops that people jump through to get the bags. But with Hermes, you can set up an appointment, especially if you have like a good essay and you have a good relationship. You know, they can pull strings for you. If someone ordered something and they don't want it, they can pass it on to you. They can offer it to you. That sort of a thing. So, it's just a lot of, I don't know. Right. Anyhow, saying that, having said that, it's not that I'm not a fan of the brand. I totally am. And they have some vintage bag styles that, oh my God, like if I ever get my hands on them, amen. But in terms of the Birkin and the Kelly, I already told you that I have an issue because I see them open all the time and unbuckled all the time. But I will tell you that I was watching Double Vanilla the other day. She does street style in New York and stuff. You should check her out. She's on YouTube as well. She interviewed someone who had on a green Kelly, and you know me and green. And the Kelly was buckled. It was closed and it was being worn crossbody. And I will tell you that I was gaga gooing. I was in love with that bag, honestly. And it's just, wow. Like, if the people would just buckle their bags and wear them normally, like, it would actually, they look very structured and put together instead of looking like this hot mess express that they're walking around with and making it look like something's wrong with the bag. But anyway, I'm still not buying one. But because they're loads of money, you know this, right? So Hermes is actually, well, not Hermes on a whole, the Birkin and the Kelly, those you really want to buy in the boutique because that's the cheapest place you're going to get them, because at resale there's so much more, because people know that they can't get the appointments or they don't have the spend on the other things in order to qualify to get offered one, all of that. Yeah, a lot going on there. Me, I like to just pick up the phone and call an SA and be like, hey, can you get me that bag? And 9 times out of 10, they can get me that bag. And if they can't get me that bag, I get really pissed. But I don't take it out on them. I just call another SA because, you know, I know enough of them. But anyhow, I'm getting into it. So anyway, having said all that, and the scarves are famous and everything like that, I don't have a scarf though. So why did I tell you all of that? Why did I tell you that the scarves are famous and everything like that? Because I have something that I think is better than a scarf. I actually have a bag that I just pulled it out of the dust bag, but this dust bag is still on it. So it comes with a dust bag on the flap for the bag. Right, so this is what the flap looks like. It's like a weight so that it keeps the bag closed, because it literally is a scarf that they turned into a bag. They did the corners, and so it's a real nice crossbody, guys. And it has inside, it's lined, and then it has like a pouch that is attached with the same scarf material. And the zipper, I don't know if you can see that, but it says Hermes, right? And it opens like so. It's just a pouch, just like a, it's actually, in my opinion, better than like a Neverfull pouch, because the Neverfull pouch is just as flat, but like, because this is a scarf, it can, you can get more things in rather than, you know, the stiffness of the canvas. But yeah, so that is attached in there. And then what else is in here? Oh, I had a bottle cap from whenever I wore this last in here. Okay, so this is the bag, and it's the same on both sides, right? So that's one piece of Hermes. I said all of that to tell you. I'm so silly. Okay, so we have another bag. Remember, this was in the green case. It was the only orange thing in the green case. It's orange leather on the outside. It's a zip around, right? So you'd think it's like a wallet or something, right? Nope. I have a silica in there. But it's also a bag. So it's made of the same scarf like material. And basically it's like one of those shopping totes that you fold up and throw into your bag, into your bigger bag. It's beautiful, isn't it? So there it is. And then the bottom is the leather, right? So it sits flat, like you can get groceries even if you want to put in there, because it would sit flat like that, right? So it's really beautiful. I'm really into these sorts of things that do things that you wouldn't expect, and things that fold up really compact so you can port them around, right? I'm into that. And I'm into beautiful things, remember. So as I tell you, I don't buy things just because of the name. I don't buy things just because, oh, well, I hate spending money. So I hate how expensive some of these things are, but I love them, so I get them. So, but if I could find them cheaper, trust that I would, because I don't need this in Hermes. It's just that Hermes makes that print. It's beautiful. So there's that. Then there's this bangle. Let me see. It is pretty old. You see it looking vintage and junk. But inside, I don't know if you can see that. It says Hermes, because it's from Hermes. When I was in college, I lived in Italy. There was a street in Florence. I lived in Florence. Along the Arno, it's a river. And there's a street called Via Tornabuoni. Via Tornabuoni is like the designer street, the district that you get all designer things. And there's an Hermes on that street. I bought this there. I loved it. I used to stock it. I never wore this by itself. I used to stock it with like a lot of things. Then we have this piece. This is the last piece I'm showing you because I can't find everything. Remember, I'm still going through. But this is, I think this is called the Bastia. Right. I used to use it for my business cards when I go to shows and stuff. The original Iron Candy Head Sweet Tooth. That's me. Fine Jamaican Accessories, right? And you can find me on Instagram. So, and we have a website, guys, so you can check it out. And if you go under the hashtag The Original Arm Candy, you see lots more, because people are able to upload their pictures, because, you know, sometimes I make one-off pieces that never make it to my page. So you end up seeing them, people tag them, everything like that. But yeah, but even this color, like I chose this color because it was like the original Arm Candy color. So yeah, so I used it as a business card holder. There's the Hermes in there, you can see. Can you? Yeah. So yeah, so it's just a simple business card holder. Way too much money for it. But at the time I wanted something simple, something with the brand color and something nice, you know. And you know, it came in its orange box with the ribbon and all of that, you know. You know how these luxury brands do and make you feel like, oh, special. So yes, so those are the 4, did I show you 4 pieces? Yes, 4 pieces of Hermes that I promised to show you a few, and 4 is more than a few. So there we go. But that was our little chat on Hermes. Now, after saying all that, remember that if you get a chance, I mean, people even like join lotteries to get appointments with Hermes. Like, all sorts of ridiculousness goes on. I've never had that experience. When I go to Paris, I've walked right into the store. Like, I never had a line. I never had, like, the things that I hear, I'm just like, in real life? Remember that I'm Jamaican, so Jamaicans don't think, like, they think very highly of themselves, right? So we're just like, we're not gonna do that. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, what to you, right? You know more than me. That's what we keep thinking, right? You know more than me has so many meanings, by the way, but all of it means we're amazing. We too are amazing, right? Okay, so I want to show you this because I came across it and I think it's so darn cool. And you know, sometimes you do something and you know, it seems like nothing at the time, but then when you look back at it, you're like, wow, I did that? Like, I'm pretty something. Oh yeah, I did something cool. And I hope you guys have those experiences all the time, because like now going through my closet, I'm just like, oh, you know, you see, after like the 2 years or 3 years, whatever it was, of COVID, I feel like, you know, and then I had a baby after. So for me, it's like I kind of lost myself, lost sight of myself. Like, I don't remember all the amazingness that I am. And so even doing this is reminding me, like, it's bringing me back, it's taking me back, and seeing all these things that I've attached memories and sentiments to. Like, it's really, I'm happy to have them. I'm happy for everything that they connote. Is that the word? Connotate? I don't know. I'm just happy with where they put my mind frame, because it makes me remember that anything is possible, and that I've done a really, like, I've used my life efficiently. And I've had a really great life, and I mean, there's more to come now. Like it's like I was feeling like, boy, you know, but like, hey, now I'm feeling like, yeah, I'm getting back into all of it. So it's great. So anyway, having said that, I'm going to show you this one first. So, you know, Bartley's All in Wood. They do wood things. This one is blue maho. This is a bow tie. So MyJohny used to love to wear bow ties. That's my husband. And we were going somewhere one day, and it was gonna be, we were wearing red, and I had a crocheted bag of red. So I had them take the strap off of the bag so that they could put this on the bow tie, so that he could match me. And this is the what is it, blue maho. This is the actual tree that is the national tree of Jamaica or something like that. So it's blue maho. And then as our first Christmas together, I gifted him this bow tie. It's wood, but if you take a look here, that was the motif that we used for our wedding. So you know how people have a logo? We didn't have a logo. We used a motif and then a hashtag Gianna and her Johnny 2016. And this was the motif around it. So I had this laser done into the wood. Bartley's All in Wood did it. And if you look on the back, it has the hashtag Gianna and her Johnny 2016. And it has first Christmas as Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Neal. I'm like that. I'm that person. I am the cheese ball and I don't care. I love it. And I think it's so amazing. It's like, you know how long we couldn't find that? But we found it and I'm so glad. So now I'm going to open what was, it's from Meline Fashions. This is a Jamaican brand. You know I love to highlight Jamaican brands, right? So, and Bartley's All in Wood is a Jamaican brand as well. But this one is Be You, Be Yourself, Be Me, right? Meline. Now, Meline Celia is the designer. She went to Edna Manley. I don't think I taught her. But she could correct me if I did. But I opened the art stock, which is like the store. You know, every art college has like a store that sells faculty and students and alumni artwork. So I opened art stock. It was, I think they were trying to open it for like 3 years, but I've always opened in my past. I've always opened gift shops or redefined gift shops or started concept stores, that sort of a thing. And I was always working there, and then they came to me one time and they said, hey, this is what you do, don't you? Can you help us get it open? And I was like, okay. They took like, it was like 3 years in the works at that point, building and everything. And I got in there and I realized why it took so long, because there's so much bureaucracy and whatever. Anyway, I took 6 months, which was the longest I've ever taken to open a store. Or was it 3 months? Whatever it was way too long. Meline sold in the store. So even if I didn't teach her, I know her from there. But these, one night I saw them, I loved them at Kingston Night Market, because you know that's where we go. And I saw them and I loved them, and my husband said he would buy them for me as a present, but I should pay for them and he'll pay me back. So whenever he does something like that, I don't open them until he's actually paid me back. And to be honest with you, he's paid me back like months ago now. But they were sitting in this closet, and because I was getting through everything else, I hadn't gotten through that. So these are really amazing though. So I'm about to show you. It's 2 pairs of earrings. Here is one. So it's leather down here with wire and then like some stones. I don't know which stones they are. Let me just try them on for you really quickly. Okay, yeah. They're nice. Okay. And then this one, because I love Jamaican things, and when there's like Jamaica Day or Jamaica Independence or anything like that, that's when I would want to wear these I have so much Jamaica stuff though, but I mean, I really like this. So this is like the, right? So it's like she's wrapped head with, let me just show you. Right, so she's cut through the wood there, and then there is Jamaican color fabric wrapping her head, and then she has in this woven earring. I think it's pretty fab. And like, I think no two are alike. When Celia does this, I think there's no two alike. So, you know, you go out and be like, ooh, yeah. So, those are, her name is Meline Fashion. Meline Fashions. And she's on Instagram. So, that does it for this week. Thank you for having a closet conversation with me. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, turn on the bell, and I'll see you next week.